Spring and summer calls for fresh and light flavors, and that's what we wanted to do today in the kitchen with Jeremy Pacheco. He's the executive chef at Lawns at Hermosa Inn, and we've also got Sarah Anderson with us as well. She's with the Restaurant Association here to talk about Restaurant Week. We want to get to that in just a little bit, but let's kind of set the stage with something that we're making with Chef today.
By all means.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Lawns.
Thank you.
What are we making this morning?
We're going to do a real simple spring pea soup. We're going to start out with that. To get that going, we're just going to heat up some olive oil here in our pan.
Okay. And now, is this a soup that we're going to serve warm?
It's going to be cold.
It'll be a chilled
soup.
Okay.
Chilled soup. It's heating up here, so a cold soup is real nice for starting summer here. So we're going to put some shallots and fennel in the pan, let that heat up, and then just add a little chicken stock.
When you heat up the fennel, because I know what fennel's like when it's cold, it's like a licorice-y kind of, but when you heat it up, does it have
It loses a little of the flavor, but you still get some of that, and I'm a big fan of fennel, so
oh,
we put that in most of our dishes.
Are you Italian?
So. No, I'm not, but so we're just going to simmer that real lightly, add a little bit of cream, let that come to a simmer.
Okay.
And then it's real simple. We're going to add our peas. We actually use frozen peas.
Oh, okay.
And once everything comes to a simmer, you can put everything in a blender, puree it, and you're ready to go. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to let you work on that a little bit and just kind of warm things up. Meanwhile, I'm going to bring Sarah back in. And so Restaurant Week runs basically from last Friday until
until Sunday, the 22nd.
Right? And for anybody that's not familiar with Restaurant Week, you're going to be really disappointed that you didn't know about it for years, because it's an amazing, amazing week of opportunity for us to experience places like Lawns and other restaurants, right?
Yeah, basically piggybacking off of the fall event, Spring Restaurant Week is just a 10-day event where you can take advantage of 3-course prix-fixe meals for either $30 or $40 at over 80 restaurants throughout the valley.
So let's describe prix-fixe meals. So what that means when you go and you sit down at the table.
Well, when you sit down at the table, you're presented a menu that you can choose. Most restaurants have an appetizer selection, an entree selection, and a dessert selection. So you choose one off of each category. And then the price point's either $30 for some restaurants or $40 for some restaurants.
Let's list some of the restaurants, because I know there's like almost 2 dozen?
Oh, there's 81 restaurants.
Oh, okay, that's more. My math is not good this morning.
They mapped the whole Valley Metro. But
so Lawns, where else?
There's
a lot of the Scottsdale
Noka, a lot of, downtown Phoenix. You'll find Province, the new restaurant in the Weston Kierland. Downtown's also Portland's and Durant's and Petite Maison in Old Town. And, I mean, it's throughout the whole area.
I love Durant's, I really do. I just like to go through the kitchen to get to the table.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, all right, well, let's go back to this recipe so that folks at home will be able to know how to prepare this, and then we'll wrap up finding out how we can actually participate and get reservations. Very important. Back to the soup. We've
we've brought the cream, stock, shallots, fennel to a simmer.
Okay.
Frozen peas are in the blender. You don't want to cook them at all. You want to keep that nice bright color.
Okay.
So you don't want to cook them. You're going to pour the hot liquid right over the top, and then you'll blend that, and it's good to go.
That's it?
That's it.
Now, how long will we wait for that to cool, or will the chill of the...
The chill of the peas will actually cool it down, or you can cool it down for about an hour or so, and it'll be nice and cold for your guests.
Now, if somebody's trying to fast-track the process, can we use the grapes, or not the grapes, the peas when they're frozen?
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to, like, chill to...
No, it's fine. Just keep them frozen, then the hot liquid will defrost them, and you're good to go.
Okay.
To garnish our soup, we've got some fresh bay scallops.
Okay.
Some nice Mexican bay scallops, some Dungeness crab, a little fresh raw fennel.
You weren't kidding about the fennel, were you?
No, not at all.
And I noticed you're using locally produced olive oil.
This is our local Queen Creek olive oil. This is the Meyer lemon oil.
And so with this Meyer lemon olive oil, we're going to have the infusion of lemon. So you're really going to...
They also have a lime oil that's great. It's really strong, though, so I'm adding lime juice, salt and pepper, and then we're going to use the lemon oil in this because I think the lime one's really strong. It's great flavor, but so we're just let that sit for about an hour and make a nice ceviche. So we have our chilled pea soup garnished with the bay scallop and crab ceviche. So we're just going to put that in the bowl.
Just an hour with the olive oil and the citrus.
Right. That's enough. You're using these small scallops, so it's plenty of time for that.
Okay.
And we garnish with a little more of our olive oil over the top.
And is that for presentation?
That's
or for
for presentation and flavor.
Okay. So, all right, very good. And I love the color of that.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Mine will probably not be that beautiful.
It will.
We will
Just
try.
don't want to cook the peas too much.
Okay. That would be the mistake.
Right.
All right, well, don't go anywhere because I want to make some salmon with you.
Okay,
We had a
sounds
little
good.
story. I'll tell everybody about my salmon story this morning. All right, so if you would like to be part of Restaurant Week, then the key thing to do is make sure you get your reservations. There are limited seating because obviously the restaurants get really busy throughout this week, so you're going to want to call right now since it's been open since Friday. It will go through Sunday, May 22nd. And then Arizona Spring Restaurant Week has the 80 restaurants that we were telling you about throughout the Phoenix area. Reservations again, I cannot underscore this enough. Pea soup, roasted salmon, and the peach cobbler is what you'll find over at Lawns. We're going to show you the salmon and then perhaps even maybe a little tasty taste of the peach cobbler coming up a little bit later in this show.